Okay, this is the portfolio example that's on the Google Classroom, and I'm just going to give you a rundown of how to make this. So this first slide right here in my Google Slides is basically a cover page. It has a piece of my artwork on it, but the thing is, you're only allowed 3 to 5 pieces of artwork. So I have 5 pieces of artwork in here. I snuck a 6th piece for the cover, just to make it a little more fancy looking, a little more interesting. There's a nice background here that I put on, and on the bottom you need these. You need these 3 elements: your name, the school you go to, and the words Creative Arts Program. So it's right here. It says my name, first and last. I'll just put one name, first and last. DeFino Elementary, and then beneath it, Creative Arts Program. Done. That's the first page right there. It's like a cover page. Second page, you have a piece of artwork on here. You're going to put these 3 elements on each of your artworks, underneath it or to the side, depending on if it's a landscape or it's positioned portrait. We'll get into that in a second. This is landscape. It's longer side to side. So this is the title right here. It says library mural, and it's in quotes. So when you put a title of an artwork, place it in quotes, makes it look much nicer. Right here is the dimensions of my artwork. It's 72 inches by 30 inches. What that means is width and height. So how long my artwork is, I put that for my first number, and how tall my artwork is, I put that for the second number. You could see these little quotes at the end of each number. That signifies inches. So it's 72 quote x 30 and another quote. So that reads 32 inches by 30 inches. The last word here is what I used to create the artwork. So it could be like pastel, pen, it could be pencil. Right here I used acrylic paint. Notice I didn't write the words acrylic paint. I just wrote the word acrylic. Art teachers, artists will understand exactly what that means, right? If it was a watercolor painting, you just put watercolor. You don't have to use watercolor paint. Second page, same deal. Artwork, this time it's portrait style, up and down. So I chose to put my text over to the right. Here's my title in quotes, Tired Puppy. Here's my dimensions, 18 inches wide, 24 inches long, and then it has charcoal and pastel. That's what that's made out of. Third piece of artwork, this is called Alyssa in quotes. That's the title. Again, portrait style, so I place the wording over here. Dimensions and what I used to create it. Here's the next one. This one was done in colored pencils. So it says, this is the title here, Dr. Hibbs in the Google Gauntlet. This is the dimensions, 9 inches by 12 inches. Now right here, I don't necessarily have to write colored pencils. I could just put pencils. It's understood that it's colored. Now you don't have to, figure that out for too long. It's like, oh, you just use a regular pencil? Why is it all colored? It's understood, just like the word acrylic. All right, and I should, if I do this, I should capitalize the P as the first word right there. And let's see what we have here. The last one, the 5th piece of artwork. It's this acrylic painting. Again, title in quotes, dimensions, you got inches by, and then acrylic for acrylic paint. So how do you make this? I'm going to go over this with you right now. I'm going to my drive. I want to create a new slide. And there's my slides. It's going to take a second to pop up. And, really slow. Goodness gracious. It's molasses here. My goodness. By the time this is done, the Mets will win another World Series, which will probably be like 50 years from now. Come on. There we go. All right, we're up now. So what I like to do is the first thing, Slides gives you these 2 text options right here. I want to take this option right here, this lower one, bring it all the way down to the bottom. And I love this about Google Slide. You get that red line on the very bottom. It just lets you know when it hits the bottom I'm going to let that go right there. I don't care about this top one, it doesn't bother me, but I want this bottom box straight to the bottom. Then I'm going to go to Insert, Image. This is where things get interesting. I have my images on my computer. This is a regular computer, it's not Chromebook. If you upload from your computer, that means you're going into your download drive. Well, download folder on the Google Drive. Let's start with this like you didn't take a picture yet. If you didn't take a picture of any of your artwork and you're going to make the slides at the same time as taking your pictures, that means you're using your Chromebook camera, which is fine. You totally use your Chromebook camera. You're going to go down to Camera, and it's going to turn on your Chromebook camera, and you can take a picture of your artwork and place it directly into the slide. For those of you, if you have the ability, I suggest this. If you got iPhone or a new Android phone, or if you have like a camera to take pictures of your artwork, I would do that because the quality of the photos are better than the Chromebook camera. But listen, if you gotta use the Chromebook camera, use the Chromebook camera. All right, it's not like you're gonna get points off because you didn't have like a great camera or cell phone around. Don't worry about that. But if you do and you can access it, I would take photos with a camera. I would take photos with an Android phone or a iPhone, and then email them to your school Google account, and then from there you would just click download. They would go into your Chromebook download folder, and you would pick them up right in here. As soon as you click upload from computer, you get a new box that pops up, and on the left side it'll say downloads, and you click that and you'll find all your photos right there, and you can just place them in. So I'm going to upload from my computer right here, and sure, take forever. Go ahead. Wow. Okay, there you go. So I'm going to pick this one. That was my cover photo. I'm going to open it up. It's going to pop up on the screen, and I'm going to adjust it on the corners. You got these little blue boxes all over the place. You guys probably know about this. I'm just going to go through it anyway. I'm going to lift this up. Come on, where are you? There you go. There's my red line. That means it's grabbing on to the bottom of my text box, which is excellent. Then I'm just going to stretch it out a little bit. I don't want to stretch it out to the point where it looks like really weird looking. Okay, that's about there, and we can put this one right about there. That's good enough for me. There's my cover. Now I want to change the background to make the background look nice. So I right-clicked on a space, empty space somewhere, change background. You guys probably already know about this too. Choose image. I go straight to Google image search, and I'll just type in art or artistic, and it'll just give me a whole bunch of options as to what to choose for my background. And when you choose a background, you want it light. You want a light background. This one right here, really deep colors, not going to work very well. You want a background that's like faded out, like this one right here. It's very faded. So any words that you type on top of it will stand out. And that should give me my background. There it is. So I'm going to go here to the text box. And you want your text color to be black so it stands out. These three dots here, drop down menu for alignment. I want to make sure it's in the middle. It's this one right here. It's in the center. And also the font. I'm going to change the font to something a little more fancy. I used Corsiva for my portfolio. And I'm just going to type away now. First and last name. Oh, look at that. I didn't give myself a capital D. Although it looks cooler if it's lowercase. What I did was I did space, dash line, space, and then I typed in Defino. You could do Defino or Defino Elementary. It's up to you. And then I'm going to type in. Oh, I don't need to use the dash next because I'm going to hit enter. And I'm going to type down here. I'm going to type out Creative Arts Portfolio. So it's not in the slide completely. That's all right. I'm going to readjust my picture here. I'm going to just bring it up a little bit. That way I can take this text box and bring that up a little bit. Oh, almost. I got a little bit of that letter down here. I want it nice. Go up a little more. There we go. Come on, text box. Yay! Okay, we got it. And that's your cover page right there. All set. So now I'm going to start on the next page. I'm going to start on a new slide. And this is where I'm going to add all my artwork in. So I don't like this setup right here. I don't like these boxes. I'm going to go to this empty slide right here, right click, and I'm going to choose, let's see, where is that thing? Apply layout right here, and it brings another menu up over here. And what you can either pick blank. I'm down with caption right here. This is the one I kept using. I thought this is really effective for me. So I'm going to use caption, and now I have this caption box down here, which is great. So I'm going to take this box, I'm going to slide it to the middle, and that red line should appear. Ah, there it is, right there. Lets me know that the text box in the center. So I'm just going to leave that in the center. Then I'm going to take it and push it down to the very bottom. There's the red line down there. Boop. All set. Okay, so I'm going to insert a new picture, image, upload. It's taking forever again. Oh my goodness. Alright, here we go. I'm going to start with, well, I'll do like last time. I'll start with this one here. That'll open up, and I want to resize this picture so that it fills as much of this area as possible. I'm going to center it. I'm going to drop this down to that text box, red line, and I'm just going to kind of open it up a little bit. I don't want it to look too warped. Alright, I'm down with this. That's pretty good. Alright, I'm going in my text box. I'm going to title it now. This is left aligned. I'm going to come up here, change my text color to black, 3 dots, align it to the center, and I'm going to start typing away. And I'm going to change my font. I'm going to stick with the font that's there. Quote, title. I wrote library mural. I'll write children's book. Oh, numlock. And then space, and I believe I said it was 72 that's feet, inches. If it's one quote like that, that means feet. You want the double right there. You want 72 by, and I don't remember how big it was. 36. That's like yeah, I can't remember how tall it was. I'm just gonna put 36 inches on there. Oops, that's an N. Try that again. So there's my dimensions, and then finally it was made with acrylic. Woohoo! All set, right there. Done. First slide. Now, I could change the background here too, and for background changes on these slides, instead of choosing an image, I chose color. And I want light ones. I don't want them dark. Again, if they're too dark, then you can't read the text. So I usually pick from this row right here. And being that my background is kind of greenish, I'll use like a greenish color right here. I'll use this row. There's a greenish color there. And I'll look at it, and if I could read it well, it's good. I'm all right. Okay, second slide, same deal. We are going to, now this one I already know. I won't do it right now. I'm just going to insert the picture. We'll do it for real. Come on. There you go. It's like throwing a change up. Alright, so we'll do tired puppy next. There's a tired puppy. Now this is portrait style. And I want to make this bigger. So that means I'm going to take this text box and swing it over here instead. Like that. I'm also going to shrink the box so that I can take my image, bring it up to the corner here, 2 red lines in the corner there. Grab the corner, bring it down. See if I can find that red line on the, oh, no red line on the bottom, but I know it's locking in place right here. There you go. Nice and big. Now I can increase the size of my text box. I can go straight to the end. Again, black text color. Align it to the center. Quote, Tired Puppy. Now this is the title of an artwork, so you're going to capitalize all the letters inside other than the small articles like a and the, or prepositions like of. So Tired Puppy, and I'm going to do space, and I'm going to make this 18 inches by 24 inches space, and this was done in charcoal and pastel. There you go. All set. There's the second one. If I want to change the background color, just to make it look nicer, being that I used gray tones, I'll just use gray. Let's see. Let's use this one. Yeah, you see those letters really nice. All right, let's hit this again. Next slide. This is all rinse and repeat now, guys. This is all the same thing over and over again. I'm just going to do one more. You have to do 5 artworks on here. I'm just going to do one more for you. Image, upload from the computer. Again, if you sent the pictures over on email, then you would, if you send the pictures over an email, you would download it to your Chromebook, and then, because you have the download option, and those would be in the download folder. So when you pick insert image, upload from computer, it's going to go straight to like a little pop-up box, and on the left there's like a blue folder that says downloads. You click that, you're all good. Again, if you taking pictures with the Chromebook, you want camera right there. Alright, so again, can't have that there. I want the picture to be larger. Red line, shrink that for a moment so I can increase the size of this piece of artwork right here. Whee! There we go. And I could start doing my text. Again. Text color, black. Alignment, center. And we're going to call this Melissa, quote, space. I believe it's about the same size as the other one. 18 by 24, space. And this was done with pastel. Pastel. Hey, let's make a pastel. Pastel. That's much better. And I'll change my background for funsies, and it's got like a purple background in the picture there, so why not run with that? Oh, I chose image. I don't want image. What I wanted was the color. All right, there's purple. Go with this color right here. Done. Whee! There it is. You can increase the size of this text if you want to. That seems pretty small, so you can mess around with that. But that is how you make it. And your title, be nice. All right, you could put something like your name, Jason's portfolio. Right? You don't want to type in portfolio example. That was mine. So for a name, just put your first name and that it's a portfolio. That'll help me out too, so I can like locate yours like really quick. All right, so that's how you're gonna create that, and then when you're done, just add it into the classroom folder and you're all set. Ha ha!